become parasites like Pycnium, Fusarium, Rhizoctonia, etc. These all are the facultative parasites. Then parasites, again parasites, there are two terms: obligate parasites and facultative saprophytes. Facultative saprophytes means they are basically parasites, but they have the ability to become and act as saprophytes. Then what is the purport of pathogenicity, pathogenesis, inoculum, then incubation period? You all know about these terms, symptoms and signs. Then epidemic disease, endemic disease, sporadic disease, then disease cycle, life cycle, disease syndromes, and single cycle disease. Then you also know about the multiple cycle or polycyclic disease. Then alternate host, collateral host. You all know about these terms. Then we are on the we are previously on here. Okay, so let's start. Crop damage. It is defined as any reduction in quality as well as quantity of the crop, that is yield, which from which revenue has reduced. ठीक है, तो क्रॉप डैमेज हुआ कि अगर किसी तरह का कोई रिडक्शन हो रहा है उसके क्वालिटी में और क्वांटिटी में, तो उसको क्रॉप डैमेज बोलेंगे. डिफिशियंसी क्या है? एनी एबनॉर्मलिटीज due to environmental factors or mineral nutrients, they are called as deficiency. Then disease complex क्या है? A plant disease caused by interaction of two or more species. तो उस केस में हम लोग उसको disease complex बोलेंगे. If more pathogens are involved in single plants, then in that case they produces different types of symptoms in a single host. So in that case we call them the disease complex. Then disease intensity or percent disease index. This is the general term, and this was calculated by the formula like sum of all disease rating multiplied by 100 divided by total number of leaves examined into maximum rating scale. Then disease incidence. Disease incidence is also calculated by the number of leaves or fruits infected multiplied by 100 divided by total number of leaves or fruits count. ठीक है, तो incidence is basically how many plants are infected in 100 plants. ठीक है, तो ये suppose कि 50 plants are damaged in 100 plants, then incidence was 50%, but in case of disease intensity it was calculated by the formula. Then prevalence is the actual number of the active cases with the disease either during a period of time or at a particular date in time. This is called as prevalence. Then immune means there is no any visible sign or symptoms present in the host. Then in that case we call them immune, means immune variety. ठीक है. Then resistance means the plant or the host have ability to protect themselves from the pathogens, or there will be the little infections. Then in that case the species or the varieties are called as resistant variety. Then tolerance means the variety tolerate the pathogens, but if the favorable conditions are there, environmental condition is congenial, then that case there will be the infection. Then susceptible variety means there will be the lack of inherent ability to resist from the disease or from the attacking pathogens. So in that case, the variety susceptible means the the that variety will be infected by the pathogen in very easy way. Okay. So there are some of the somatic structures which are also used. These terms are also used in our plant pathology. These are the terms like thallus or soma. Means this is commonly a vegetative body of the fungal body. Okay, and the plural of that is thalli, and it is a simple entire body of that fungus devoid of chlorophyll with no any differentiation into a stem, into roots or leaves, and they are typically lacking from the vascular system. Okay, then hypha, the plural is hyphae, and the hypha means web-like structure. The definition of that hypha is it is a thin, transparent, tubular filaments filled with protoplasm, and it is the unit of filamentous thallus and grows by apical elongation. Then mycelium, the plural of that is mycelia, and it is a net-like structure. It is a web-like structure. Okay, so it is a aggregation of hyphae also, and constituting the filamentous thallus of a fungus, and it may be colorless, that is hyaline, or color due to presence of different kind of pigments in cell wall. The mycelium may be ectophytic or endophytic, means if they feed on host plant on or above the epidermis. In that case, we call them ectophytic mycelium, and if they penetrate into the host plants and feed from the internal protoplasm or internal materials from the host, then in that case we call them the endophytic hyphae. You can see here, this is the spore, typical spore, and when these spores are getting favorable environmental condition and susceptible host, the hypha may be formed. Before that, the peg-like structure first of all develop. We call them एप्रेसोरियम. ठीक है, सबसे पहले एप्रेसोरियम का होता है, फिर उसके बाद देन हाइफा विल बी प्रोड्यूस्ड एंड द मैच्योर हाइफा बिकम्स a typical mycelium like that. Okay, so here you can see the cell, the septate hyphae. If the hyphae have the septum, there will be the pore, the cell wall, the nucleus in all septums. In that case, there we call them the septate hyphae, and if there will be no any septation in cell wall, in that case we call them the cynocytic hyphae. And on the basis of reproductive structure, we can classify the fungi into holocarpic and eucarpic fungus. Holocarpic means holus means whole, and carpus means fruit. Means if the thallus is entirely converted into one or more type of reproductive structure, then in that case we call them the holocarpic thallus, and the fungus is holocarpic fungi, as in case of Synchytrium endobioticum. And eucarpic, eu means good, carpus means fruit, means if the thallus is differentiated into a vegetative parts which absorbs nutrient, and a reproductive part which forms a reproductive structure. Such type of thallus is called eucarpic thallus, and the phenomenon takes place in that fungi. We call them the eucarpic fungi, as in case of Pythium. Here you can see the ectophytic fungus, means if the fungal thalli is present on or above the surface of the host plant, means epidermis of the host, then in that case we call them ectophytic fungi, ectophytic fungus, as in case of oidium. And if they feed if they present inside the host and feed the mineral nutrients from the host plant, we call them the endophytic fungus, as in case of Puccinia graminis. Then there are some of the myceliums which modified for different purposes, and in after modification we call them with different names. And what are the purpose for modification? The purpose of modification of that mycelium is to obtain nutrition from nourishment, or to resist or tolerate from the unfavorable environmental conditions for their survival, like overwintering or oversummering, summering. And the third purpose is for reproduction and production of same type of mycelium. So on these purposes, the mycelium may be modified, and they can call them like rhizomorphs, means rhiza means root and morph means shape, means the thick strand of somatic hyphae, in which the hyphae lose their individuality and form complex tissues that are resistant to adverse conditions, and again they remain dormant until favorable conditions return from the next coming season. And the structure of the growing tip of rhizomorphs resembles like root tips, and hence they are called as rhizomorphs, as in case of Armillaria melia. Then sclerosium. Scleron means hard, and the plural of that is sclerosia. And it is a hard, round, looks like mustard seed, and they may be cylindrical or elongated, as in case of Claviceps purpurea, and they may be dark color, black to brown, and the resting body formed due to aggregation of mycelium, and the component of hyphae lose their individuality, and they are resistant to unfavorable conditions, and it remain dormant for longer period, for 2 to 3 or 6 years. And after coming favorable conditions or favorable host plants, they can again germinate, as in case of Sclerosium rhizoctonia. Then stroma. Stroma means mattress, and the plural of that is stromata, and it is a compact of somatic structure that looks like a mattress or cushion, on which or in which fructification, that is a spore or fruit bodies are usually formed. And it is two type. The first one is stomatal stroma, means the cushion-like structure formed below epidermis in substomatal region and perithecal stroma. When the reproductive bodies are like perithecia of some fungus are embedded characteristically throughout the periphery of stroma, and such type of stroma is called perithecal stroma. Okay, as in case of claviceps or gyleria. Here again you can see the haustoria. Haustoria. Here is the haustoria. This is the hypha, septate hypha, and this is the host. The haustoria is penetrated into the host plants and obtain nutrition from the plant cells. Here is the electron microscopic view. So again, you all have to know what is the spore. What is the spore? A spore is basically like seed, but it is in case of fungi, and in higher plants we call them the seed. Okay. So generally the reproductive body of the fungus is known as a spore, and occasionally a resistant body for adverse environment, and it is microscopic, usually single or a few cell reproductive few cell reproductive bodies of fungi, which corresponding into the functions like seed of higher plants. And the spore vary greatly in their size, in their shape, and the color. They are asexually produced or produced from the sexual process. Asexual spores may be formed directly from the vegetative hyphae, but they are often produced in a special fruiting structure like acerbulas, like coremium, like pycnidium, like sporodactyl. You can see this hyphae. Here is the synocytic hyphae. Spore germinates and they form hyphae. Then hyphae produces network of that mycelium. Okay. So again, some of the terms used in plant pathology. These are the different terms like spores, and these terms are sexual spores, and it is formed due to the fusion of nuclei. And these are spores, means spores formed in a sac-like structure, as in case of Ascomycotina group, and the shape of which aids in the identification of the fungus, and they are often eight often eight spores are formed in a one ascus, that is the sac-like structure. Then basidiospore, and this is formed. These spores are formed in case of Basidiomycetes, and this is the sexual spores produced in the specialized club-shaped structure called a basidium. And zygospore is also called oospore, and it is a thick-walled spores produced in case of Phycomycetes, and it is produced through the fusion of two unlike nuclei during the sexual reproduction process. Then some of the other different terms which are asexual spores, and these are the most common type. These spores are called conidia, and it is a asexual fungal spores born externally in various ways, as in case of actinomycetes or deuteromycetes. They may be microconidia, and the microconidia are multicellular, and microconidia are unicellular. Then arthoconidia, and it is a special type of a sexual spore formed by uh, disarticulation of the mycelium. Then blastoconidia or blastospores is also a sexual spores from the budding process. Then chlamydospores, this is the thick wall resistant spores. Sporangiospore, it is a sexual spore contained in a sporangium at the end of the sporangiophore, as in case of Phycomycetes or lower fungus. Then thylaspores, it is a sexual spore produced on the thallus, as in case of Deuteromycetes. Then you can see here a Servolus, and it is a shallow or saucer-shaped fungal structure that bears a sexual spore, that is conidia. And here you can see the apothecium. And apothecium is a disc or saucer or club or cup-shaped structure, a structure that produces sexual. You can distinguish these structure from the on the basis of sexual reproduction or asexual reproduction. So a surplus is formed in formed through the process of asexual reproduction, and they contain sexual spores. But in case of apothecium, they formed through the process of sexual reproduction, and they contain sexual spores. Then Clistothecia, it is completely closed ball-like structure, and you call them globose structure, and it is a scopocarp, and it is made up of a wall with pseudoparenchymatous tissues, which is called as peridium. As in the examples of that is the, the Clistothecium present in typical powdery mildew fungus. Then conidiophores, it is also a sexual fungal structures of various color that bears conidia and appears powdery or velvety, and they often cover lesion of leaf or fruits, as in case of botrytis blight or gray mold of many flowering plants, or penicillium mold in citrus fruits, or downy mildew of grapes. Then conch or punk, it is a fruiting bodies, that is a sporophores of wood rotting fungi that produces tremendous numbers of shapes up to 1,000 billion per day, as in case of foams and polyporous wood rot of hardwood and conifers. Then nematode cyst, you can see here. They are the round or lemon-shaped structures. Then ooze or exudates. This is in case of bacterial disease, and the droplets of bacterial spores are usually called as ooze. Okay. Then perithecium, and it is the sexual fruiting bodies, sexual resting stage spores, and it is a round or flask shaped and less closed ascospar, but it is provided with the pores. Here you can see the pores, which we call them ostiole, and as in the examples of that is apple and pear scab, then gibberella stalk, and ear rot of corn. Then powdery mildew. Powdery mildew is white powdery or milly superficial growth of different myceliums of different types. Okay, as in case of powdery mildew of peas or powdery mildew of grapes. Then pycnidium, and pycnidium is the uh, uh, it is the asexual fruiting bodies, and it is produced by mitotic fungi in case of Asperopsidae, that is Deuteromycotina or Coelomycetes. And rhizomorphs, this is here you can see rhizomorphs means rhiza means root like, and it is a cord like or root like strands composed of a bundle of closely interwoven hyphae. You can see here, as in case of Armillaria and Cetocyps root rods, and in case of Asclepium robsii also. Then Asclepium, here you can see, and it is a brown or black compact hard resting bodies of as in case of Sclerotinia stem of rapeseed mustard, and a of rice, then onion white rod. You can see the Asclepium in these fungus. Then sorus, it is a compact mass of spores or a cluster of sporangia. And Sporodochium, what is Sporodochium? It is a cushion-shaped stroma covered with conidiophores that bears a sexual spores, and it is found scattered on the leaves, on the stems, and on the fruits lesions. As in case of Sarcospora leaf, a spot of celery or sugar beet. As in case of brown rot of stone fruits, the Sporodochium has been produced. Then astroma, it is a crust like or cushion like mass of fungal hypha, and often mingle with host tissues on or in which spores are produced usually in reproductive bodies. Then cynema or coremium, it is a tight cluster or erect conidiophores forming with forming an elongated column on which asexual spores are born, as in case of Dutch elm disease or oak wilt or black rot of sweet potato. In case of that fungus, this type of a structure, that is cynema or coronium, has been formed. And there are also some of these terms which are used frequently, like fungi perfecti. ये क्या आ गया? Go to setting. हाँ? Setting में आ गया. हाँ, go to setting जाना है. अच्छा. Like fungi perfecti, and it is a. हेलो. हाँ. अच्छा, हाँ हाँ हाँ, बोलिए. हाँ बोलिए. बोलिए, हाँ बोलिए. आप सब 10 मिनट फोन करें. क्लास हुआ. क्लास बहुत जल्दी हो. अच्छा ठीक. अच्छा ठीक. अच्छा ठीक ठीक ठीक. Sorry. Fungi imperfecti means a large number of fungi with septate hyphae, and in case of this is in case of Deuteromycetes, and all Deuteromycotina belongs in fungi imperfecti. Then perfect fungi, which are perfect fungi, they have sexual reproductive stages as well as asexual reproductive stages. If both type of stages are formed, we call them the perfect fungi. And what is teleomorph? The sexual form of the fungus again is called teleomorph. And enamorph, it is a asexual form of the fungus. Then mycosis, and mycosis is the disease caused by fungi. Then mycotoxin, it is a toxin produced in case of fungal origin. Okay, and fungal diseases. Then phytomycetes, and it is a class of fungi forming cynocytic mycelium, and with stiff sporangiophore that bears sporangiospores and contains in sporangium. Then ascus, you know about that. This is the sac-like structure which containing generally 8 ascospores and developed during sexual reproduction in case of ascomycetes. Then cynocytic means a cell or an aseptate hyphae that containing numerous nuclei. This is cynocytic hyphae. Okay. So this is all about the terminology, and beside that, there are some of the more terms which are used, and you may go for that for any textbook you may also consult. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
तो इसके अलावा और भी टर्म्स है जो कि तुमको पता चलेगा जब कोई प्लांट पैथोलॉजी का किताब पढ़ पाओगे. ओके, तो मोटा मोटी ये था. ये सब टर्म जो है ना बहुत ज्यादा यूज होता है. ओके, दीज टर्म्स आर यूज फ्रीक्वेंटली. ओके, चलो अटेंडेंस भेज देना.